Hi everybody, thanks for watching the B&H channel. Today we're going over a timeless classic, the Buck 110. This knife has so much history and it's probably one of the best folding knives you can buy. You cannot go wrong with this knife. A little bit of history before we get into this Buck 110 is the founder of Buck. His name was Hoyt Buck. He founded the company in 1902 in Mountain Home, Idaho. He used to use worn file blades to make his knives and so forth. There's quite the history with Buck knives still today, proudly made in Idaho. And they have some stuff that's foreign, but not that much. Most of their stuff is right there in Idaho. The Buck 110, though, the knife that you're looking at, this is a 1968 Buck 110. There's some things that gives it away from the inside of the right there where it says Buck. How it says Buck USA. That was from a certain time frame. 1968, I believe, to 1970. The other part is the back of the bolstering like that. And this is a sheath from that timeline. Another way you can tell it is how it has the silver button that says Buck and how Buck is written on the top of the sheath. And it says Buck 110 on the back. Here's a more newer one, I think about 2009. And even where the studs are, tell you about what year they are. Like, that's a very early one. This is a newer one. Here's what the sheath looks like for the more newer ones than the older one. They still say Buck 110 on the back though. So we'll get into this a little bit more. The Buck 110 folding hunter was introduced in 1964. It was one of the first folding hunting knives that there was. The locking mechanism in the back then, they say that was as strong as a fixed blade knife. To me, I think that's kind of hard to believe, but that's what they were saying back in 1964. It was one of the first lock back folding knives, the Buck 110, 1964. The blade is 420 HC steel. The handles is nice ebony wood handles with brass bolstering. The blade is 3 3/4 blade. Closed, it's 4 7/8, and overall it's 8 9/16 inches long. Once again, we're looking at the Buck 110 today. Stay tuned for more knives tomorrow. Thanks for watching the B&H channel.